Conversano gets it done in a tight finish there to wrap up the third and final Hambletonian Oaks elimination. I'm here with winning driver Andy Mccarthy. We've also got winning trainer Juan Cano, who we'll bring in momentarily. Andy, I just kind of want to talk on this filly's development. You handled her confidently in this elimination, and it was a narrow defeat. Were you a little bit weary in the late stages of that mile?
She just gets a little lost when she's out there by herself. You know, she's always kind of been that way. Once she clears, she kind of forgets what her job is. But, you know, I had to remind her there a little bit late. But then once she sees horses coming back at her, she'll get going again. So, no, I was quite pleased with her. She did a job, you know.
She showed some ability in her first couple of qualifiers, and she's really seemed to put it together during her three-year-old campaign. I just want to ask you, sitting behind her, what have you noticed from her development in terms of a three-year-old this year?
She's always had really high speed, this filly. Even at 2, she could go very, very fast. But she just needed to mature mentally, you know, and she seems to have grown right up now. You know, she can do it either way. You know, you can put her on the front or you can drive her off the pace. She's just gotten really good about everything.
Just take us back to the last time that you got a chance to sit behind her in a third-place effort. You know, some people were saying that they felt like she should have had a little bit more pop given the trip. She had an outside draw to work with. What was your assessment of that effort, you know, leading on into tonight?
I thought she raced great there last start. You know, she had the 10-hole, never really seen the wood. She was out a long ways and, you know, still close, set 27-1 on the end of it. I thought she raced great. You know, it's just so hard from the outside there.
You obviously steered another elimination winner with Miss Belmar. It looked like she put in a funky step. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that one because never got a chance to speak to you after that victory. What went on in that stretch drive there, and what was another narrow victory?
Yeah, so she was just kind of letting herself down. You know, she's not really used to being in front, but the way the fraction's set up, I had to move her. And so anyway, just she was letting herself down, and she just come up and touched her outside knee. I think she was just getting a little bit clumsy with the gate, you know, and it might have been on me. I probably should have just kept her focused and kept her trotting right through the wire, you know.
Nice job, Andy. Congrats.
Thanks, John.
All right, we're going to bring in winning trainer Juan Cano. Juan, let's bring you over here. First and foremost, Juan, congratulations. And obviously, you seem a bit emotional after this victory, though, and rightfully so. This is your first time entering a filly here in the Hambletonian Oaks. I mean, just how excited are you about this?
I am really happy and everything. I've never been happy in my life right now. Like, it's the first time ever in my life. And thank the owner, he gave me the chance, too. And thanks to Andy, too. He's a good driver.
I just want to touch on, I asked Andy the same thing. This filly showed so much ability in her first couple of baby races, and she seems to have really put it together here as a three-year-old. What have you noticed from her, you know, coming into her three-year-old campaign?
Well, when I was 2, I explained the last time, I know it was a fast horse, but it was not immature. Like when I start this, I take the hobbles off, everything off, and it was a different horse.
And obviously, we saw that it was a narrow victory there. Andy talks about that she gets lost on the lead. Is that something that you've tried to tinker with, or when she clears, is that something that you've tried to tinker with throughout her three-year-old campaign?
No, because I said, you know, I explained to Andy, when you get to the front, the way you did it today, he lost. But when you see horses coming back, he fight right back.
And obviously, you've trained a handful of horses as well. I mean, again, just touch on being in this moment, going for a chance at such a big purse and such a prestigious event. I mean, is it hard to even put it into words, especially having a filly with this kind of caliber?
It's like I don't have any words to say. The only thing I can say, thanks to God, thanks to the owner and everything, give me the chance and the opportunity.
Well, congratulations, Juan. Enjoy this one, and we look forward to seeing this filly next week.
Thank you so much.
All right. There's Conversano, Juan Cano, Andy Mccarthy getting it done in this third and final Hambletonian Oaks elimination.